Hello, dear friends and colleagues. You know, many times I have talked to a lot of prospective clients in all kinds of fields, conference planning, academic institutions, private enterprise. And when I ask them about remote interpreting, instead of thinking of simultaneous remote interpreting, most of them immediately think of VRI, video remote interpreting. Then, after they bring that up, I usually ask them, well, what about the interpreting quality of the service? And almost 100% of the times that I ask this question, the client's answer is, well, the sound was really good. I'm very happy with that. Well, the speed was excellent this time. Well, unlike some other companies, this time I tried a company where the image is not frozen all the time. In other words, they start telling you about the equipment, about the technology, but my question regarding the quality of the interpretation almost never is answered. And you know what, my friends? That is because those who sell the VRI services, the providers, the agencies, try to mask this, try to hide the issue that the interpreters are usually fairly bad. And why do you do that? Well, you do that when you use the old smoke and mirrors, hoping that the other person is so overwhelmed, so excited, or maybe some confused with the technology that they don't stop to think about the quality of the rendition. I have been to some of the demonstrations or the so-called seminars by some of these companies in different parts of the world. And for the most part, when they are not talking about the cost and the savings that the events will see if they hire VRI, or that the hospitals or the courthouses will have with VRI, they are talking about the technology. They're talking about the quality of the image. They're talking about how easy it is to install it. They're talking about how the sound is very clear. They're talking about things that have nothing to do with the quality of the rendition, but that are very good at distracting the client and the end user so that they don't come to think about what is actually being said at this event. And by doing that, they get away with hiring people at a very low cost who are really quasi or para professionals, and sometimes they are not even real interpreters. After all, some of these people have told me, we don't need a real interpreter since all they will do is some consecutive work. We don't need a real interpreter since this is going to be very informal. And we do not need a real interpreter because who will work for the money we are paying these guys? Next time, dear friends and colleagues, that somebody, especially one of your clients or one of your colleagues, brings up video remote interpreting, please question the quality of the rendition. Please press them to give you answers about who the interpreters are, and don't be satisfied just when they switch gears and start talking immediately about the technology, because technology is not interpreting. Technology is just a tool. Just like a beautiful booth might be comfortable for the interpreter, the booth doesn't interpret. Technology doesn't interpret. It is the human being behind the voice, the brain of that human being, that makes or breaks an event. At least that is my opinion. Thank you.